I'm cleaning house today and I wanted to take a break. And of course, you know me, I was scrolling through the Facebook groups because my Facebook account has been reinstated. Whoopee. So I was scrolling through the Facebook groups when I saw this post. And this post is a prime example of how misinformation and lack of education leads to further spread of misinformation. Let's talk about it. If you're new here, my name's Allie. I've lost 130 pounds while taking a GLP1. Hopefully you'll subscribe, come along for the ride because I put out new videos every day. And if you are looking for a reliable source for GLP1s, whether you just lost access because of your insurance or you're looking for a more affordable option, make sure you check out the links in the description box below. There's a coupon code there too. Okay. Let's jump right into this one. So this lady posted about how she joined a telehealth company, and I'm not going to name the telehealth company because A, it's not mine, and B, it doesn't really do any good because while there is some fault here with the telehealth company, there's also a lot of fault here with the patient. And so I want to focus on what we can do as a community to make this type of situation better. So this lady signed up with a telehealth company, not mine, and she decided that she really didn't want to fuss with injections. Red flag number one. Injections are always, scientifically always going to be more potent than taking something that has to go through your digestive system. It's just the way the body works. Anyway, she decided that she didn't want to do injections, and so she was going to do sublinguals, but she wanted to be able to lose weight, and so she wanted to go with a company that provides a weight loss guarantee. Unfortunately, this lady did not read the fine print. And this is the part where everybody needs to read the fine print, right? It's not just Judge Judy saying it. We all need to be saying it. You have to read the fine print. So that telehealth company, one of their advertisements says you lose a certain percentage of weight, otherwise you get your money back. Here's the thing. There are all sorts of requirements that go with that. One of which is you are required to weigh yourself every day. Now, I don't know if you're the type of person, and you can let me know in the comments down below, but have you ever gone to the bathroom and you thought, I am immediately 5 pounds lighter. There is no way that I am 10 pounds lighter off the get. If you have ever done that, drop down into the comments and leave me an emoji. You can leave me a poop emoji, you can leave me a heart, a laughy face, whatever you want. Leave me an emoji, because if you have never uttered those words, or at the very least thought them to yourself, I'm pretty sure you're not human. So, but I bring this up both in jest, but also because we've all done that. Like, we've all run to the scale to see, did we lose 5 pounds from one bowel movement? And the chances are, sometimes, yes, you will have lost weight. Well, guess what? If you're using one of those scales that reports back to the company, like some of these insurance companies require, or if you log that weight, or even just if your body naturally fluctuates from day to day, which, spoiler alert, it's going to do. It's going to go up and it's going to go down. Then you will have already met the requirements so that they don't have to give you a refund. This was the small print that she did not read. So I've talked about sublinguals before. I think that they are going to be an excellent option for people who are in maintenance, who do not want to do injections, who do not need to lose weight. But if you're trying to lose weight and you think a sublingual is going to get you there, We just don't have anything on the market that is going to cut it, that is going to stand up to the researched results that we have with injectables. That's just the way it is right now. Will that change in the future? Yes, I think it will. But for right now, sublingual should be something you should be looking at for maintenance. Anyway, nobody ever told this lady this. So she was thinking, okay, I'll do the sublinguals, for a couple of months. And then if I don't lose weight, I'll get the refund and I'll just, go somewhere else, or I'll get injectables, or I'll do something else. So, of course, the company's like, well, no, your weight fluctuated more than 1 pound during the time that you were on the sublinguals, so we've met our requirement. So then, frustrated by that, she was like, okay, fine, put me on injectables then. They started her on the injectables at the same dose that she was on with the sublingual. So now this lady has effectively been on the equivalent of 2.5 for many, many months. And she's like, I don't understand. I'm not losing weight. I don't have any appetite suppression. I don't have it. None of this. This doesn't work. Blah, 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 blah. So then what does she do? She decides that the problem is with compound. So she decides she's going to pay more for name brain. Gonna pay more for the name brain. She's going to pay more for name brand. How about that? And she's going to go up in dose. And guess what? Just guess. Just if you just had to guess, what would you think? Were you thinking that she finally started to lose weight at 5, which is considered the first of the therapeutic doses? Is that what you were thinking? Because if it was, you were right. This is what I'm talking about. And then all of the comments were flooded with people that were like, see, this is further proof that compound is bad, that compound doesn't work. This stuff doesn't work. They're just out there stealing our money. Guys, this is how misinformation is spread. This is how someone's poor experience, both from their medical team, who should have done better by them, and then also by their own uneducated ignorance, right? By those powers combined, I am Captain Planet, but also those two things equal more misinformation being spread. And so now this person is convinced that compound is bad, that telehealth companies are bad, that all of this is bad, and they're spewing that information online, and people are just eating it up. And my account's restricted, so I can't jump in there and say, hey, just so you know, you kind of did this to yourself. Now, granted, you didn't know any better, so you live and you learn, but I keep coming back to this point where people on a GLP1 are forced into a position where they have to educate themselves. And if they don't, then they run the risk of not only wasting a lot of money like this lady did, but also spreading misinformation and being out even more money by paying more for name brand under a misguided understanding of why something didn't work. If you are one of the people who is lucky enough to stay on 2.5 for your entire journey and you lose all the weight and you meet your goal, that is awesome. And I love that. And I love hearing those stories because it brings back hope in people that, hey, this might work for me. But at the same time, there are plenty of people who need higher doses. 2.5 while it's fantastic, and I stayed on it for 13 weeks and lost a good chunk of weight, is meant to get you started. So if you, out of your own lack of understanding of how the medication works, stay at the starter dose for longer than you need to, and then you're not getting results, I mean, can you really blame that on a telehealth company? I would certainly be willing to blame it on whoever the doctor is. I think that we've reached a time. By the way, if you're wondering what that hook is by my head, I've got clothes piled up here because I'm cleaning and downsizing, and anyway, I just looked up and I saw this hook over here, and it's like, rah. We got to do better, people. GLP1 community, we got to do better. Facebook, you gotta unrestrict my account, because I have to be able to comment to these people and explain what's going on, because there is no one in the comment section helping this poor lady. And now she's just gonna be spending more than she needs to, when all she needed to do was go up in dose, maybe switch telehealth companies and get a more competent doctor. I don't get it. But that's just me. If you are looking for a competent doctor, somebody that can guide you and help you on your GLP-1 journey, definitely check out the links in the description box below. And as always, be kind, rewind.